Welcome back to Home Entertainment. We're starting a new segment where I take my dance background, go to different studios in and around Meridian Township to try out different styles. We are at Happendance with Artistic Director for Happendance Impulse, Lisa Whiting-Dobson. Thank you so much for letting us come out.
Well, thank you for being here. We're excited to have you in our studio.
So first, kind of give me an overview of Happendance and then the company specifically.
Well, Happendance has been here over 40 years in our community. It was founded by Diane Newman, who really is a master teacher. And so much of Happendance is really based on her teaching principles and her way of using dance as a way of self-development and a way of developing character as well as all the skills for dance. And we've had a really good history of putting kids in dance programs. So we have dancers who are on Joffrey contracts. We have dancers who who are dancing with James Sewell. We have dancers at Ohio State and U of M and who can get into the big schools. And so, but we have very specific programming that we do to kind of get them college ready as well as, you know, the dance technique. So it's a little bit different of an approach.
Okay, and as Artistic Director of Happendance Impulse, tell me about that company.
Well, that company is what I call a pre-collegiate and pre-professional company, which means that we're getting them ready for college in any major, plus also getting them ready for the dance world if that's what they want to do. So some of our graduates go on to dance, some of them go on to, say, physics, but the idea is we do an awful lot of leadership, we do an awful lot of self-esteem work, we do a lot of creativity. So one of the unusual things we do in Impulse is we actually have a show that we do that's all the kids. They do all the choreography, they make the entire show. So we do 4 major concerts a year in Impulse, but that last one of the year called Our Turn is all them. And that's unusual, and it's a risk. And when I started doing it, I thought, oh, this may not work very well, and it's always fabulous. They do such a lovely job. And just
They
to
take
see,
ownership.
oh yeah, and what the kids think about, and being able to take ideas and make them into movement is pretty wonderful.
So tell me about how long you've been Artistic Director and how you kind of got into this role.
Well, I think I've been Artistic Director about 6 years now, and actually my boss moved up. So Missy Lilji, who's the CEO of Happendance, was the Artistic Director, and when Diane Newman announced her retirement, Missy moved into the directorship of Happendance, and I moved into the directorship of Impulse, and also Dance Lansing, which was also Missy's company as well.
So we have some dancers behind us. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about their upcoming performance?
Well, we have 3 of our most senior dancers with us today, Rebecca, Sophie, and also Ginny, and they are kind of working through their pieces right now for you. But our next work is called Collected Works, and Collected Works is based on the idea of bringing in choreography from multiple choreographers. So in this show, the dancers, one of the challenges we give dancers is, this is not a company where I do a lot of choreography. I do some, but the idea is they have to do multiple styles, they have to do multiple genres, they have to learn from different people. So we have choreography in this show by Lauren Moudry, by Patty Villanueva, by Anna Faye Evanson, by Juliana Theis. We have choreography by Sophie Parks. We have choreography also by Brad Wilcuts, the MSU professor, Jim McEwen for Greater Lansing Ballet, and then we'll have some visiting companies. So Greater Lansing Ballet will dance with us, Midwest Dance Collective from Chicago, Ellen Worksman is bringing her company, and then also Northeast Academy of Dance from Oscoda, Giuseppe Canali and Scott Heinrich are coming. And so we expose them to us, we expose our kids to them. They're like-minded people who really want to put kids first and give them the richest experiences that they can.
And that's really important because in the collegiate level, you're working with all kinds of different styles, choreographers, people choreograph differently, and the movement is just different depending on who you're working with.
And sometimes you may get a choreographer or a dance that's not really your thing, but you still have to do your absolute best at it. And so these young people are challenged to try everything. They're challenged to do their best at everything, and then they're challenged to have a voice. 2 of the pieces that we are doing in this particular concert were adjudicated into festivals. So they're going to be performing a piece called Love Thy Neighbor, which is based on a speech by Martin Luther King that was just got into the Michigan Youth Arts Festival. And then we're also doing a piece called In a Word, which really is a response to the Larry Nassar situation in our community. that talks about how dancers use their voice to heal. And so that piece was in Youth Arts last year, but this year it will be performing in RadFest this coming weekend. It will also be performing in Women's Work, which is a festival in Detroit. But those are really social justice pieces. Those are really pieces about healing and telling stories. So on top of that, the kids have to be storytellers.
Yes, and I wanted to say with a contemporary style, there are a lot of social justice pieces, and they're using movement and their body and music to tell these great stories, which is important if they want to dance professionally in the future, potentially.
It is, and there's all different ways that people can dance, but for me, I like to be moved. I like to, when I see a concert, I like to feel like I've walked away with something that's enriched me, and so we kind of aim for that. So yeah. Okay,
well, tell us when this upcoming concert is, so people know, and then future concerts, or how anyone could either audition for the company or be involved in the future.
Okay, so the concert, Collective Works, is this coming weekend. It's March 8th at 7 at Dart Auditorium, and March 9th we're doing a 1 p.m. show and a 7 p.m. show. And that's because we got into RadFest on Sunday, so then we'll be going to Kalamazoo on Sunday. And then our next big show is Our Turn, and that will be at Holt Junior High School, and that is June 14th and 15th, and that's all their choreography, and that will be a 7 p.m. Friday and a 1 p.m. Saturday show. And if anyone's interested in Impulse, if you want to dance, we want you. We try to take students where we get them and move them forward. So you would have to have some dance skill, but our auditions are not heavy auditions. What we look for is people that can improv, that have a voice, that have something to say, and then we try to build them.
All right.
So, yeah.
Anything else you want to add, Lisa?
No, I'm just really thankful you're doing this, so thanks for being here, and I can't wait to show you, I can't wait to see you working with our dancers.
Yeah, so that's the next segment where we're going to, they're going to teach me a combination or some improv, and we'll get to try out my dance skills. It's been a while, so bear with me. So thank you so much, Lisa.
Oh, thank you, Brandy.
So you guys take it away.
So this is the thing that we do a lot in our warm-ups, or just sort of to get everybody moving around and having a good time. And so we call it paint the floor, because you want to think about painting the whole space. So it's like you have paint covering your body.
Okay.
Swoosh around. So you can talk about being up here, or we like to do it when we just roll around on the floor, get high levels.
Okay, so it's been a while. We gotta loosen me up. So I don't know if we want to like stagger and we kind of like move together, or how do you want this? Across the floor? Yes, please go first and then come and join me.
Okay.
That would be great.
This is there's no wrong answer situation.
Okay. So I'm going to let them do it once, and then I'm going to join them. Oh, you guys, beautiful. This makes me miss dance so much. This is why we're doing this segment. Okay. Ready? Okay, okay. I have a mic in my pocket that I forgot about. Oh, that felt good.
Nice.
Great. Anything else?
Well done.
Oh, well, thank you. You guys, this is great. I can't wait to see what your future holds in the concerts, and I'm sure we'll check back with you later.
That sounds great.
Okay, thank you.